What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the CoverBoi Chronicles. And this is the Fashion Police Review. All right, and of course, none other than the Fashion Police Review. This is the Fashion Police Review of the SAG Awards, of course, the Screen Actors Guild. Um, I did do my, homework, front, back, and then for Fashion Police. Um, do I have any favorite red carpet looks before I go into the um, list? Uh, yeah. I like Sarah Holland. She, I want to shout her out. Um, her Paula Roland was an absolutely cute little ball uh, gown. It looked really nice. It was like a ball gown. It was a ball gown in the back, and it was like um, it cut down the middle, but it was absolutely great. And I thought that was a really cute one. These are people that aren't on my list, but they're on my list for the interviews. By the way, somebody had said, oh, somebody that's on my list tonight for the Fashion Police review. It had said that E News has got it. I couldn't agree more, honey. Uh, this was a simply irresistible night, and I just couldn't say no to it, regardless of how long I waited for the review. Uh, no, it looks like everybody's on the list. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead, kick it off right now with a good must-see look of the night. Now, the must-see looks of the night, I had to start it off with Kate Blanchett. Now, she was wearing Givenchy, and Givenchy is a very, very nice designer. He's, or not he's, they've been working, or that name has just been popping up in general for the longest, and in terms of the award season, like everybody's wearing it. So my point was, it was a cute pink, but it just and I loved the idea of it, but it looked like if you turned it upside down, it would look like a vajayjay, and I just was not. I was just like. That for Kate Blanchett and two wonderful names like that, that just didn't work for me. Like the JJ, come on. I had to call it a JJ dress, and then I had to talk about it, of course. But we're gonna move past that. Um, Sofia Vergara, everybody, was on number 4 on my list. She was wearing down a Karen, and the front, I like the way, because everybody likes her boobs. I like her because she's, she she has historic, you know what I'm saying? She's like a new, like I said, a new Sophia Loren. Look her up if you don't know who she is. That could be, Sophia, if she wants to go to that level. But I liked her. I liked her front, and I really loved her. But I really liked her back. The way it dropped and hit her on the back real low, and you couldn't see her butt cheeks. But it was like definitely party in the front and party in the back, and it was a definite twist from the Golden Globes. The Golden Globe, she had that beautiful black dress, and it was just because she switched looks, and she didn't have to switch looks this night. She was party, and I was ready to go from jump. So I could say yes, that was a great pick for Sophia. Then my next must see look of the night was definitely Lupita Nyong'o, and girl, you are taking very big strides in fashion. People are going to want you for their stuff. If you don't know, like Juliana said, you are wanted by, I'm sure, every fashion designer. And of course, Gucci got their hands on you. And the best thing that I could say like this: she woke up like this. She woke up like this. Flawless. So I mean, like I was really feeling, I was feeling that. I felt that was cute for her. I felt like if she was if she was a water bottle, I would have drank her. That was wonderful. Um, and then Sandra Bullock, and she was wearing Lavin, and it was emerald, and it looked like it scrunched, and it was really cute, and it cut her certain. It wasn't a long dress, but it was a long enough dress. And so I felt like she pulled that one off. She's been she's been another person, like my top three, or actually no, all of my top five have just been always been like must see people that you think would wear some really beautiful stuff, and clearly the names that are being brought up, like Levant, Gucci, Donna Karen, things of that nature. So, and then Julia Roberts was wearing Valentino, and it was a jumpsuit, and like regardless of whether it was, like she's been doing like her, she was wearing Dolce and Gabbana to the Golden Globes, and her Golden Globes looks versus her set, like she's the one look I'm really about to say that she's gonna shut it down for, and I'm so excited. My heart melts for this part for her Oscar, because I'm ready for it. Like I love these looks that these women are coming up with for award season. This is definitely the most wonderful time of the year. So I'm gonna start things off with a new category for blue. It's my blushing brides in blue. How about that, people? And of course, I'm gonna start off with Ariel Winter, and she was wearing Bagley Michelle, and it was a lovely blue number, and it kind of, it was, everybody when they wore blue, it wasn't the only, except for Lupia's, like hers was kind of loose. Everybody else's was nice and form fitting. So these are kind of like the best of my little form fittings that I felt was really nice. And then it fitted her really nice, and the color matching her skin tone, and then her hair laid out, and just rock that. Then another person that I thought was a very good splash was Kathy Griffin, and she, for her to be like a funny lady, she still has an amazing body, and she has a beautiful smile, and her hair is just like when you do the little, you know. I live for Miss, I live for Miss Kathy Griffin, and I love the fact that she was, if I did say she was with Antonio Bender, so Belder, so she she was wearing the same designer as Amy Adams, and compare her look to her most talked about Golden Globe look, like everybody was like, she should have wore the cape, she shouldn't have wore the cape, da 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 da. Like, I said it. I personally believe that she played this outfit safe, and she wanted to stick out above the crowd. But there were enough people that, and it's kind of like you guys, you and Lupe, that's gonna be my new name for her. But you and Lupe are like wearing the same colors, and it's like a battle of the badass actress with what I'm saying, like the same colors, and it's pretty awesome, it's pretty awesome. So then I brought back Cultural Mix. My Cultural Mix consists of Julie Bowen, and she was wearing this beautiful Herrera dress that looks like a back in the day 60s, like Audrey Hepburn, or like Audrey Hepburn or something. Not like one of her poofy gowns, like one of her just long fitted dresses. This one was like one of those, and it just and it's like a mixture of future, and so it's like it's a mixture of the years and put together in one, and I'm like, yes, Herrera. That's all I got to say is Herrera, boys. uh, Prada was being worn by Miss Wonderful uh, Kerry Washington, and she was wearing a crop top, and it was actually to hide the baby at the bottom, which was it was black at the bottom, but the top of it was like pink and different colors, and it she can do no wrong. There's only one time when she kind of had a a, a backslide. It was at a premiere though, so that's the only thing you can't really hold her to. The award shows, she comes, she shows, and she shows out, and clearly it's about to be said people are going to start wearing crop tops at the award ceremonies. I'm sure they are now. And then Katrina Bowen was wearing Bangla Miski. I'm gonna put a description in the description box, the list like I always do, um, to just kind of get a real name of these designers if I'm mispronouncing them. So just a quick note for that. But I loved her dress, and it was actually a total. I felt like her dress was a knockout. Like if I didn't have like really heavy hitters in my musty looks, she definitely would have been one of my musty looks of the night. Okay, um, and speaking of that, we can just go ahead and go into the women who were in the spotlight. Miss Oprah Winfrey, and she was wearing Bangladeshi Miski or something like that. Like, these names are weird. I'm gonna need y'all to get back to Donna Karen and Carolina Herrera and Antonio. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, y'all. And Valentino, like, simple names, people, simple names. But Oprah was wearing the color of the year, and it was Radiant Orchid, and I kind of lived, and she had her date was actually Lee Daniels, and so I felt like Oprah was just in when she did her interview, she was like what did she say? She said I never get out. Girl, we see you always. If you consider work not getting out, honey, come on now. You know you get out. That's a gag. That was a gag. If y'all didn't get that gag, that's a gag. But Michelle Dockery, I felt like she was definitely in the spotlight, and she was wearing J. Mandel, and it looked like everybody said it looked like a female tux, and it was actually worn very wonderful for a female tux, and I couldn't agree more with the statement that was presented to them. And speaking of spotlight, the colors that have mainly been really popular on the red carpet, blue and black, and of course we're just going to go ahead and bring bold and black right on back. So Emma Thompson was wearing Valentino, and she looks very classy, and including the fact that she wore flats. And, she was just like, I've been doing this for quite some time. I'm not going to be like most of these girls. I've got my due. I'm going to go ahead and be classy, very much so, and to the front, and wear flats. And then Mariah Carey, I didn't catch her designer, but she looked very grand. I felt like, for Mariah Carey, when she steps out, this is just that's just her. She looks beautiful. There's nothing you can ever say. Like, I can't recall. I have to do some research, but until I see the facts, honey, which I have not seen, then she's been doing it good. And then finally, I have at the end of Bold and Black the Jennifer Face Off. Okay, Which Jennifer wore black better? Would it be Miss Jennifer Gardner, which she was wearing Max Sumilera, or whatever. I'm sorry, I can't really pronounce these last names, some of them, and I'm just trying them to the best of my abilities. I've listened to them and tried them, and I still have it, and I'm still mispronouncing them. I can mess up names like the best of them. It's a family trait, and I'm working on it. I apologize. But yes, moving on. I felt like her dress, it was nice form fitting, and it still had that flow and just was really beautiful. And a lot of people have missed Jennifer, and it's just like a wonderful thing to see her back on the red carpet. So yeah. And then Jennifer Lawrence has been doing this with Dior, and I don't know if she's going to be like Lady Gaga, because Lady Gaga is the face of Versace, so I don't know if she's going to be, if Jennifer Lawrence is being, or like Kristen Stewart's the new, she's new of some new, she's the head model of some new people. I didn't quite catch their name. And then, but I'm not for sure. But I feel like this Dior dress was the dress for her. Definitely the dress for her. I don't know if it was the dress that she should have wore to her Golden Globes, but I definitely believe that this was a nice awards for her, especially since she won an award for the night. And you know that I'm not going to do my awards review without bringing Dapper Dan's to the picture. I always do the ladies first, gentlemen. I apologize. But my Dapper Dan's was Josh Bateman, and I felt like I didn't catch his designer either. He didn't say, but I felt like he looked dapper. Um, Jared Leonard, Jared Leno, he looked very, very, very dapper. Like and he did a photo bombing with um Amelia Clark, and she was wearing Calvin Klein, by the way. And it was it looked kind of flesh tone, but it looked flesh tone tan type thing. It fit her skin tone. But they were kind of doing a little flirting. So if you see a little, thing in the tabloids, know that CoverBoi noticed that. You know what I'm saying, and several others, I'm sure. But but yeah, they were doing that, and the person that I think has been taking what I said into heart is Matthew McConaughey, switching it up on these red carpets, like him doing like the uh, Frank Sinatra Rat Pack type thing. I've been digging him. I've been digging him in his red carpet looks. And congratulations on your win. And guess what? He announced who he was wearing, and it was Dolce and Gabbana. Thank you very much. So be sure to tweet the show, New Cover Lovers, CoverBoi Chronicles, my Facebook, my like page, my Twitter, my Instagram. Be sure to like and comment, and y'all know what to do. Subscribe to the TheSpiritsoulstar, my YouTube channel. And I will be doing my next Grammy review, um, probably, if not Sunday, definitely Monday, okay? After the fashion place, of course. Let me know how you guys feel. Au revoir.